Welcome back everyone. I was asked to show how I use OBS for streaming on YouTube. Specifically, I think it was for the setting of somebody trying to display their screen and their camera at the same time to their students. I'm guessing this person's a teacher or somebody teaching somebody else. But I typically, I don't use OBS unless I'm actually doing a live stream. I just have my webcam display on my screen with FFmpeg and just record all of this with FFmpeg. So that's just how I do it with this Linux machine, but not everyone runs Linux. So how do you use OBS to actually live stream or send all of the devices that you have connected, audio, visual, your screen, your webcam, to somebody who's viewing your stream or whatever? So how do we do that? So I'm actually pretty new to OBS. I don't really do anything with it other than live streaming. But when you open it, you'll get this like cool little infinite loop thing. It looks weird because normally I can't actually display on this big external monitor I have. I actually have to display my little laptop screen because it will, my laptop is a ThinkPad X220, and it does not like having as much stuff connected to it as I have. I have this external mic, I have this nice webcam, and I have this monitor, and then if I'm streaming, and if I actually have things open and I'm doing stuff, it's not having it. That's why ultimately I think I'm just going to try and get like a very nice desktop setup going, where I can actually do maybe a little bit of gaming, just because I have some games I bought on Steam like hella long ago, and none of my computers can handle it anymore, so I can't even play these games. And it would also just make it easier to do video editing. It would be cool just to build my own machine. And then, yeah, it would just be a good experience. And then I could actually do like all these things like video editing, build with my own computer, handle, streaming with all of my stuff going on. And it's just a good investment. So I'll be doing that probably, who knows when, sometime in the future. But as far as OBS, and when I have my resources set up, you can see that cool little loop thing. Oh, it's already getting mad. Restart my webcam. So with OBS, you set up a scene. So I just have my YouTube streaming scene. I just only have one because this is the only thing I use it for. So I set up this scene. You can just create a new one. And with this scene, you now add sources. Now, because I have my webcam displaying to my screen, I don't have to actually add my webcam. I just do screen capture, and I just capture my monitor's screen. If I go in here and edit this, it'll let me pick a screen. I have just this one because that's I'm only displaying to this external monitor. Normally, I don't use this display. It's just not working well with my laptop, so normally I don't have myself displaying onto my screen, and I just have this going to the actual laptop. But capture the screen. The mic is just my Blue Yeti mic I have. You just pick that, and you can pick any of these options. I just pick my Blue Yeti because that's the nice mic I have. And from there, like, all you really need to do is, if you're streaming on YouTube, which I am, you start streaming. But before we do that, we need to go get our streaming code. So I'm still new to all this. I don't really know too much about it. I just know how to get it working now. But when it comes to streaming, you can either start a brand new session, but I typically will have a new or a scheduled live stream. So you can tell that just having OBS going is causing me to, like, my laptop's like 90 degrees Celsius now, and my webcam keeps freezing. It's pretty heavy in processing power, or at least it is for me on this ThinkPad. But on YouTube, I usually will have my scheduled live streams. So what you could do is you could just go and create a new live stream, go live, and the screen it takes you to will give you the code that you need. So this is just to make sure that OBS connects to YouTube and that you're sending your video stream to YouTube. So if this will load a little bit faster, please. So I can create a new one based off of my old template. I already did. I have a scheduled one. What I wanted to show you is, man, everything's slow. So you'll be able to create a new one like this if you do it this way. But what OBS will do is it will actually let you create a brand new session just from OBS. You just say like start new session and it will open up in YouTube. I'm just actually going to go to my other, my template that I already have scheduled, because that one, it's not going to give me all this stuff. I don't have to make a dummy copy. Here we go. Everything's going to take a while to load. So in your videos, you have live over here. You can create scheduled live sessions. And here's my next upcoming stream. I do it on Thursdays. This stream, if I go in, I can go to the live control room. And this is where I'm going to grab my code. So these codes connect OBS to YouTube so you can get the stream going. I typically just do normal latency because if I just stick to my laptop display, it's not too bad. Oh man, it is not happy. Here we go. Finally, what I wanted to show. There's this stream key right here. This is the only thing I really need. I'm not going to display it, obviously, but you can display it, but you can just click this copy, and that's all you need to do. So you can have this open, and then you'll see your display come here eventually when you hook this up, but you just click copy, grab your screen key, come back to OBS, and there's my webcam delaying again. Come back to OBS, and then you're going to go to settings, if settings will open. And then on stream, you'll input your screen key or stream key. Click OK, and you click start streaming. That's it. When you come back to YouTube, you'll see your display here. You'll see that the sound, the video, everything will work. And then you can click go live because you'll actually have a stream going and you will be recording live. And that is the extent of how I use OBS to do live streaming. So you can capture whatever devices you want on your scene through your sources. So if you have a machine where you're not displaying your webcam to your display, you could have multiple screens, you could have multiple input sources for audio or visual input. I just have my screen and my mic, and that's it. And that is how I use OBS. So to the person who asked, I hope that was helpful. And for everyone else who knows more about OBS, maybe you can chime in with some other useful helpful info. I just know enough to get my stream going, but my X220 hates it. So eventually I do want to get a desktop machine, and I'll probably put Arch on it. So, all right, that's all for now. Bye.